If he has to, trying to get in the taker's head.
The last big French penalty shootout was at the European Championships last summer, and they lost to Switzerland because Kylian Mbappe failed against Jan Sommer with their final penalty. This time, having twice already scored from the spot, and 3 times in all, Mbappe steps up first. And Mbappe rattles it in on his day of no error.
When you hit it that hard, even though the keeper guesses the right way.
Well, Messi went first against the Netherlands. He went first also in last summer's Copa America shootout in Brasilia against Colombia in the semi-final, and on both occasions he scored. Messi with such immaculate poise.
How do you do that? How do you do this in these circumstances?
Ear-splitting whistles. Coleman. Great stop! Martinez is punching the air again! Massive character, massive moment!
That's twice he's guessed right. With Mbappe, couldn't do much about it. He could with this one.
Dybala down the middle. Some can barely watch.
Yeah, not easy when you've only been on the pitch a few minutes as he has. Not an easy situation, that. Martin Mouth perhaps hitting it down the middle.
Has scored one of the goals of this competition against England in the quarter-finals. Martinez is trying to get in his head. He hasn't helped with the return of the ball. He will do what it takes. Not a nail left to be chewed. Chouameni dragged it wide! And Argentina are on the cusp.
Easy to say now, but never looked entirely confident waiting for that. He thrives on these situations, Martinez.
Firm, low, telling. Nearly there, so very nearly there.
Gets a touch on it, Hugo Lloris. Gets a touch on it, almost under his body, under the outstretched palm.
And France's margin for error. Nowhere to hide. He must. He has.
If in doubt, put your foot through it.
A long, lonely walk for Gonzalo Montiel. Didn't start the game. He can finish it. Montiel. Argentina, champions of the world! Again, at last! And a nation will tango all night long! 36 years since Maradona and Mexico. Here, finally, is a nation's new throng of immortals. Scaloni will be fated. Messi will be sainted. France this time denied, defied.
Messi fell to his knees, Peter, in the centre circle. He couldn't move. He fell to his knees and was surrounded by teammates. Incredible scenes here.
Lionel Messi has conquered his final peak. Lionel Messi has shaken hands with paradise. The little boy from Rosario, Santa Fe, has just pitched up in heaven. He climbs into a galaxy of his own. He has his crowning moments, and of course he is not alone. And one feels for Mbappe, who scored a World Cup final hat-trick and lost. How can that be?
Oh. You always thought that perhaps Argentina's name was on the trophy, that destiny dictated that the little man would lift it after a stellar career. And the fullback delivers the final blow.
Carlo Montiel, 25 years old, a boy out of River Plate, making his way in Europe, has ensured that this time South America prevails over Europe. And there's Sergio Aguero, Messi's best mate, a one-time prolific scorer for Argentina who couldn't watch, but who turned and embraced the moment, as all in Albi Celeste embraced the moment. The greatest player of his age finally has the greatest accolade football can afford him. At the end of one of the greatest football matches ever played.
France, they just looked dead and buried, didn't they, after 79 minutes? You could not see a way back for them. Kolo Muani wins the penalty, and after that, you just couldn't predict what was going to happen next.
Always be those who debate, and the debate can rage on if you like. But as he falls in love with the object in the world that his heart most desired, it is hard to escape the supposition that he has rendered himself today the greatest of all time.
And the whole of Argentina was looking towards him to be the man, to make the difference, to lift the trophy, and that kind of pressure. We wondered how he'd handle it, but he absolutely loved it, took it on board and produced.
And in 2022, the world champions are Argentina.